Telcos in developed markets are facing a massive wave, which is mobile data. Mobile data is currently growing between 50 and 100% annually, depending on the countries, and it already represents almost 80% of current traffic in most countries. So you can imagine there is a strong need for investment. If you add to that the fact that companies like Google or Facebook are potentially able to compete with telcos without investing massively in networks, thanks to a combination of address book and voice over IP, as you can see, there are many challenges. If we assume that it will be difficult for telcos to get a large chunk of web revenues, they will have to work both on the R and on the I of the ROI. On the R side, on the revenue side, I think they will have to fundamentally review their pricing structure and to rebalance it from voice towards access. Because today voice represents 70% of their revenues and only 20% of their cost. So you can, as you can imagine, there is a huge price umbrella that could be cut by a new entrant. The second thing they would have to do is as well maybe, and it's linked to net neutrality as well, is to try to get some additional revenues from companies like Google or others. On the investment side, they will have actually to work on the 4G and to see how much they are ready to pay for the 4G licenses, if these licenses have not yet been auctioned. Then what they will have to do as well is to see how they want to combine and deploy it with the fixed broadband network in order to offload the network, and so to offload traffic from their mobile network. To adapt to this changing environment, telcos have different things to do. First, they need to have what we call adaptive strategies. Why? Because this is a fast-moving environment and they need to adapt to that. They need to rebuild some source of competitive advantage, and they need to understand and to recognize, to acknowledge that their business is made of different parts with different scale curves. For instance, extremely high for infrastructure, more limited for content or community building. What they will have to do is to invest and to divest in some areas to refocus on this way of looking at their new value chain.